Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTube. Hello, those who are here waiting. I appreciate you. I know my guest today appreciates you. Today, for Real Talk, YouTube burnout, swatting, maybe depression. I know I suffer from seasonal depression, and my friend Rick does as well. And who knows what else we can catch up on. We've just already been chatting behind the scenes about this winter sick bug that has caught the both of us. So we're going to do some real talk and catch up. Rick and I are good friends. I have had the pleasure of meeting Rick and his wife, Brooke. And I believe there is a video on my channel, or it might have been his channel. I can't remember, but we had a meetup about a year and a half ago, I think. We connected over 2 years ago, and we've continued to be friends, and his wife, Brooke, too. And Rick took a little break from YouTube for a while, and I'm really happy to say that he is back and he is ready to share again and vlog more. And I'm going to bring him up. Here he is. Hey, Rick.
Hey, how is everyone?
I don't see anyone yet in the chat, but we do have 6 watching, and I think
Awesome.
Our buddy Alien6467 just commented.
Cool.
That he is here and he made it. So
yay!
Hey, Alien. Good
there
to see you.
Good to see you, Alien.
Yeah, I'm gonna check my phone on the YouTube channel, and because StreamYard is just a little behind in the chat, so as people come in, I will try to let you know. We just had another one here. Yep, good Andrew 21.
Welcome.
So Rick can also see the chat through StreamYard, so hopefully we can interact with the chat as well as each other.
Yeah, that's always nice.
Yeah. So I know you and I were just talking about being sick, and you are fighting something right now.
Right. The usual.
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry the usual. Thanks.
Yeah, you've had quite a year.
I have. It's been a good year. So far, this year's far better than the last year. Our wedding was the year before, so it's hard to beat that intro to a wedding. Now we're settling in as a married couple, so it's
yeah. And for those of you who are here, if you want to check back the Real Talk playlist, Brooke came on. I was going to have you as a guest, but Brooke ended up coming on, and she got to talk a lot about the first years of marriage in that Real Talk. It was a good show, so be sure and check that one out if you guys are interested.
Yeah.
Remy's here. Hello, Remy.
Hi, Remy.
He's being lazy with the keypad, though. Well, we are happy to have you here listening in anyway.
But yeah, let's start this off with YouTube burnout. I think what happens with a lot of people is they get super excited about being on this platform. I know when I came on right as February 1st, or whatever it was, that they were going to be taking away monetization for people with under 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So I was discouraged. I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do that? I already hardly got 20 people. And I got wrapped up in this whole, I think it was a sub for sub fest, actually, what was going on. And I grew fast. And when all that kind of subsided, so did all the subscribers. And not all of them, but my live streams got smaller. Everything got smaller because everybody had hit that 1,000, that magical 1,000 number. And I got caught up. I wasn't getting the numbers. I was seeing the same people, and I wanted to see more. I love the people I was seeing, and I'd love to go back to doing that. But the enthusiasm for me just left. And
and I know also it was probably different for you because you were experienced with YouTube and you had friends that were involved in the makings of YouTube and the company itself. And you followed some pretty big YouTubers and you became really well acquainted with them. So I'm sure it was probably not what you were expecting when you started getting all these subscribers.
I have 500 that don't watch me. Am I still on?
Yep.
Okay, good. The chase.
Yeah, Alien says I'm still under 1,000.
Yeah, I'm proud of my 800 subscribers. I should be.
Of
I had,
course.
and it's great because I'm doing, if you guys haven't checked it out, I'm doing kind of a vlog every day. And
You know what? I hear a siren for you, but I heard
yeah,
it for me about 45 minutes ago.
they're
Rick and I don't live real close, but we are in the vicinity of all the storms that are starting up again.
yeah.
Spring here.
No, we're not having any storms. I think they're just doing testing today.
Same here, Rick. My father-in-law called and he heard it. He got a little worried, and I went outside. There is not a cloud in the sky. The dogs don't like it.
That's our dog is going crazy.
Yeah, well, my dog is too. But yeah, that's funny. So you're in Ohio, and I'm in Missouri, and
Iowa.
same things. Iowa, you're in Iowa. I knew that. I always say it wrong.
Right.
I knew it was
That's
Iowa.
all right. That's right. It's Iowa, Idaho, Ohio.
Idaho.
It's all the same.
Idaho. Yeah, but Iowa and Missouri are real close, but it's funny. Most states are doing, at least our cities. I don't know if the whole state is, but I've heard the siren earlier, and there's no tornadoes or anything going on. But sorry to say for those of any of our friends or loved ones that are in Nashville, they actually are experiencing that. And this might be why the testing is going on today all across the board.
Right. I didn't think this was supposed to go on today. Usually they make a public announcement on the radio and stuff. So.
ATGH Travels, Andy is here listening. He is working away, but he's listening on his way home from work. Thanks, Andy, for being here. And you've got Death Bread. I'm not familiar with that name. Hello, welcome. Is this a buddy of yours, Rick?
No.
Well, good to have you here.
Welcome, Death Bread.
Good to have you here. Yeah, so go back to all your expectations were all of a sudden lowered.
They all went away. And so I got discouraged, and I started doing less live streaming because I was doing it every day.
I enjoyed your coffee talks.
And that's something that I'll probably end up doing. I loved those things. They were very, it was therapy. You had to talk to a whole bunch of people. We had Ken from Ken and Jane's Travel Adventures. Those are guys. I actually just messaged Ken. They're having some illness in their house, so they're not on much anymore.
Yeah, I messaged with Ken as well. It's sad to hear about his son, but they're very helpful. Yeah,
that's great. But yeah, they're them, and gosh, I mean, everyone showed up. Patsy was coming to my live stream. So is Alien. Everyone's on here. Remy was in there. I mean, it's amazing how these relationships get built on YouTube. And whenever I come back, which is great, because I just completely stopped doing stuff, and that made me happy to do that. Now I wish to come back.
Well, I mean, anybody can't blame you for stopping when you got swatted. That was pretty severe.
That was severe. You know, I was just starting to get into it again. But Brooke and I were doing live streams together from various places, and we were going to start doing it together. And then we got swatted. And I don't know if you don't understand what swatting is, it's when someone calls a number with your address, which they can get from your IP address, and they call the police department in that area, say that someone's getting murdered at home. They need to get there fast. So they basically they knocked on the door, said police department. I opened the door, and he explained that they had received a call. He had got to look in here in a shirt. And as soon as I said, "Sure, come in," they pushed me down as they were coming through the door. And I don't know about you. It's not very comfortable to have 12 police officers in your home looking in every area they could. And it was
unfortunately, it still is going on today. So I'm sure, you know, I believe that most of the people in the chat right now, but there might be followers of mine that have no idea what swatting is.
Right.
But yeah, it's a bad prank. Yeah. And I'm sorry that happened to you. And I know you went through a lot of trauma afterwards.
Yeah.
You know, it really set you back, and you were afraid to even go online anymore. And we all missed you. But
I was.
You fought through that, and then you ended up with knee surgery.
And then I had my knee replacement, and that kind of set me back too, because I didn't have any idea what that was going to do to me. It was so crazy. When I was in the hospital, I was up and walking the first day of surgery, so they sent me home. And all I wanted to do was get in bed because the ride, after that surgery, I was on narcotics, and every bump, in the hospital where I had to do it is less than a mile away.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so it hurt coming home, and then I had to use a walker to get inside the house, and that's really humbling to have to use a walker. So I decided that I was going to get off the walker as fast as I could, because it was just for my own mentality. Walk to the walker, silly. Some people you have to have it, but at 46 years old, I didn't think like I needed to have a walker.
I think there's a right at that age, 40 and above, and between 80 and 40, that pride sits in. Like, I'm not getting old. We don't need any of this stuff. My son just had ACL and meniscus replacement as well.
Yeah.
As a 20-year-old, but he was all for like, yeah, give me them crutches, give me a scooter, give me a walker. I don't care. It didn't matter to him. But I know that for us, our generation, our age group, and what we're going through, it's hard to have to depend on things.
Right. And I had to go to therapy the next day, and I used the walker to get in there. And so I said to myself, next week I'm going to come with a cane. Or the next week I'm going to start using a cane. So I just doing 2 weeks, so it's 2 days of therapy a week. And so I tried to start walking, and I did pretty well around the house and stuff. And so the next week I showed up to therapy on a cane. And she's like, "Are you okay?" Like, yeah, you're not supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be on a walker. She wasn't mad, and they let me.
Why not crutches?
I can't remember what the deal was, but they wanted me using both feet. You have to work the muscles around the knee, because that's the thing I had the biggest problem with is actually moving the knee. Now I'll tell you, I'm almost a year out of surgery, and I still wake up stiff in the morning. And they told me that's just going to be the way it's going to be for the rest of my life. But I'm okay with it. I jumped on a skate. Hi,
Seraphin and Gemma. Thank you for coming. We're talking
Hello,
with
Seraphin.
Rick from the Corn Life Network.
But right now I stepped on a skateboard about a week ago and started just going up and down the street. And what do I do with the stiffness? Heat and cold. That's about what I get off that. If the stiffness is never going to go away, I've used Genbei, Tiger Balm, all those things, and I use actually the one that works the best is what is the name of that stuff? BioFreeze.
What about do you have any kind of compression legs, things that you can do, or things that you can wear while you're sleeping, so that when you wake up, it's still using the muscle somehow, or keeping it warm at night?
I can look into that. That's not a bad idea, actually.
The stiffness is because you've been laying in bed all night. You wake up. Once you get up and you get going, you're better,
no
right?
Problem. No problem. I can't even tell the difference that it's not my knee. Except if there's a part where they cut open the knee, that's a nerve center for your knee and the area around it. Mm-hmm. So I have numbness in my knee. It's really weird. Somebody here. Maybe I'm getting swatted.
No. Don't even joke about that.
Sorry.
I saw you put up a new video today introducing that little barker, Annie. Amy. I just saw that today. A little Maltese?
A little Maltese. We got so lucky with the dog.
She's really cute.
Right. I had so much. We had so lucky to get this dog. She is 3 years old, and she was being fostered by a girl that Brooke worked with, and they heard that our what's it called? Our cat had died. We lost one of our cats in December. Oh. Yeah, she was old, and time just went away for her.
Yeah, you showed a picture at the end of your video that you uploaded today of this little guy or girl.
Yeah.
Cute. Hi, Nat and Tina. How are you?
Hello.
Rosie's Closet is here. Seraphin was saying that her doctorate, or he, I don't know if you're here. I think you're he. Andre. He had also suggested that compression helps.
Okay. I'll check that out. I've got one of those things in my closet somewhere, but I'll try that tonight and see how it works
When
out.
was your surgery? Remind me.
April 16th of last year.
Okay.
So yeah, it doesn't seem like it. I missed my 6-month appointment.
I think if I remember that, what also did not help with your mood is you play the beatbox. Is that what it's called?
The
Box.
cajon.
What's it called?
Cajon.
Okay, cajon. You were playing that quite frequently, and then all of a sudden, after this knee surgery, you went through several months where you couldn't sit in that position for very long. So that was like stripped from you as well.
Yeah, I couldn't play as much. I've just started to play again.
Really good.
Yeah, so I'm having fun with that. I was posting a cajon solo once every month, and I may start to do that too. But life changes too. I've just got a job in kind of being trained as a manager at this local place, and so I'm not going to work out that many hours, but I'm going to be busier than usual. So, but yeah.
Now, you were put on disability for a little while, right?
I was.
Yeah,
So yeah.
Back into that too. You have a really inspiring story that
Thank you.
I know a lot of people could be encouraged by.
Well, it's the life I lead, and that's the best part about it is things get thrown at me, and I decide through my Christian filter on how I reply to that. And it's been an interesting year. Like we've had dumb problems with neighbors and stuff, and luckily, I've not taken the same route that I have in the past, which is be completely antagonistic on that whole thing. And
what happened with your neighbors? Can you share a little, or even just the experience of it?
No. They have 2 very large dogs, and they always get big dogs. They have a yard that is not appropriate, but they have 2 bull mastiffs, and they weren't even worried about these things getting out into the street. One chased me into my house, and so I called animal control. I didn't even know whose dogs they were. But I guess I had seen them one time, but I didn't.
Big dogs started chasing me. I would run too.
So I ran to my house and called the police department. They called the animal control, and they came out. And we had this ongoing battle over the summer who was going to be meaner to the other, and I wasn't getting it at all. They're kids in their cars with glare, and so we went back to sitting on our porch. It's like, oh, come on, is this all you got? You can't.
It's no fun having neighbors that don't like you. No. I deal with a neighbor as well that is a thorn in my side, and it's very difficult being a Christian and still loving. I mean,
right.
I'm reminding of the love your neighbor every day.
Yeah, every day.
So I feel for you. I can say that I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Glares and that.
Well, and they
say I love you behind your breath that you see them.
And then the following weekend, they had gone away on a trip.
Okay.
And they came home, and all of a sudden I see this, I know to be 10-year-old daughter riding a 4-wheeler down the middle of our street. And so I'm like, whoa, this isn't even correct. So I should have said something to them at first, but I didn't deal with them after that at all. Let's call the cops. She shouldn't be on the 4-wheeler in the middle of the street. I mean, I sound like the funnest guy, but she could have been hit by a car.
Yeah.
I mean, and her parents weren't smart enough to say no. And I guess I had to be that person. So because other people on the block were just afraid to call them. I try to love them, but it's real hard. Constant language problems and stuff like that. It's just weird. But I am glad to be back on YouTube.
I'm glad to have you back. I know you've put up 3 videos this week.
Yeah, 3 videos this week. And I'm going to do one after. Wait, hold on. Give me a second.
As you're getting that, I will talk a little bit about what we had said in the title, YouTube Burnout, and how the struggle is real. And Rick is now back, and he has already put up 3 videos. So I want to talk a little bit about that, because I think that's how YouTube burnout might come for so many of us, is that when we do finally get that break and we jump back in and we're excited, we just start throwing up video after video. So I don't want you to get burned out again too fast.
No, I am. They're like 1.5 minutes of pure fun. So I'm just taking a short shot of this for my vlog for tomorrow. So
okay. I could send you a little download clip of it if that works easier for you.
That would work.
30-year-old Rom says, glad to have you back on YouTube, Rick. And Leah from City Mama 2 is here as well, saying hello.
Hi. 30-year-old Grom and I are becoming good friends. He's I believe you're in the UK, aren't you? And you remember Ben Gravy when I had him on my show.
Yeah.
And he's also a guy who was inspired by Ben. It's kind of cool to meet other people, and I'm going to have a show with him and another guy named his name, he's going to kill me. Kurt. That's Kurt. We're going to have Kurt on with us, and we're going to just talk about, we'll have to decide what we're going to talk about, but I imagine it'll probably be our joint lives listening to Ben Gravy and how it got us. That's one person that has inspired me very much. And
Ben Gravy is, tell everybody who Ben Gravy is.
Ben Gravy is a surfer. He's set out to surf 50 states. In the process, he was just a normal guy. He got sober. He decided he wanted to surf again.
Surf 50 states, like even surf in Missouri?
Yep, he did it on the
Missouri.
River waves. They form little river waves. There's quite a few in the Missouri. He almost died in Missouri, actually. So the first attempt at surfing in Missouri. But yeah.
So surfing in river waves.
Yeah, river waves. He did that. I surfed with him in Nebraska. There's this little tiny wave pool. You surfed with Ben Gravy? Yeah, he was there getting his 49th state. So I went, and we were all in the water and having a great time. And the bad thing for me is
I remember hearing this.
Yeah, but I have a picture. I'll throw up another thing that's been around for a while, but it's a little bit over a year. No, a little under a year ago. But my knee they told me not to.
You did this prior to.
I bodyboarded, so it was
prior to even meeting.
Right.
With me, right. So
right.
2 years back. Okay.
No, I actually did this in between us. We weren't. I did it Nebraska last year, so it wasn't like before you saw him on the show. It was in the middle of his 49th state. So I got to go and be a part of that. It was pretty neat. He had kids that were saying were chanting for him and stuff. It was really cool. Guy is ultimately humble, great, and I think the people who are inspired by him all kind of have the same life goals, just to be stoked and happy and live a positive life. And it's not all, it's a struggle. So to be positive every day. And that's something that I found, that was what got me on YouTube. I became a YouTube person because of Ben. My first video is about Ben, and I sent him corn from Iowa. And he's in New Jersey, so it was we're sending Iowa corn to New Jersey. I think I spent more on shipping than I did on the corn. But I got on there and got a YouTube so that I could subscribe to his channel.
Oh wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah, and now I do it. So, or I'm back to doing it. both
So
of
are
his.
you going to vlog, or are you going to actually live stream and bring back Coffee Talk?
I'm going to do a little bit of both. I
Good.
think I might do Coffee Talk on Fridays if I can.
Now, how is the baking business going? Because you and Brooke were
We're
going.
still doing it.
Okay.
Still doing it.
Want to tell everybody about that?
Yeah, my wife is an excellent cook and baker, and she decided to enter a pie contest at our local. They have a thing called the Sweet Corn Serenade at the town square. Excuse me, and she read that there was a pie contest, so she made 2 peach and cherry fruit pies, and with lattice top crust, beautiful pies. And we took them there, and they didn't sell. Well, no, they did sell. What would happen is the contest was canceled.
Oh,
So she did make these 2 pies for nothing, for basically nothing. She's thinking, what can I do? I'm going to auction these off on Facebook. We started, and we sold the first one for $35. So for a while, we were putting out during the holidays. We were doing like 6 or 7 a week, and we had one person pay us $50 for a pie, and it was like, when you start to see that happening, you want to do more of it. I would be all into that because of my experiences with cooking, but Brooke probably wouldn't be as far off doing it for her day job. She loves her job now, so she left the really stressful job last year, and it's been over a year. I think it was October she left.
Protection Services, correct?
Right.
Is she still with that field?
No, she's actually a social worker in what is it? Workforce development. So she helps people who are looking for jobs and having to participate in jobs and work because they want to stay on the federal programs that they're getting.
And I'm happy that Brooke is now less stressed.
Oh,
it's really hard for her.
I love her more. It's very hard to say because I loved her a lot before. But she. Can you excuse me for a minute?
Of course.
I have to find out why my dog's going crazy.
How is everyone doing today? Seraphin, 30-year-old Grom, Def Reed, who is still here? Go ahead. I'm watching the chat right now while Rick takes care of his puppy. That little pup that you're hearing right now is Amy, a Maltese that Rick and Brooke just adopted.
There you go. Sorry, hey, she just was going crazy at the door.
You quieted her pretty fast.
Yes, I opened the door. The storm door, she could see, and there was nobody out there. There's no one anywhere. So, but yeah.
Okay, we still have 7 here watching, so they're just enjoying and listening and here to support you.
Good. Thank you so much for supporting me. Yeah, I'm just happy to be around again. It's
good. I know you needed a good break, because even during the break, I know you were struggling because you have a couple different channels, and Brooke has a channel, and you didn't know if you guys wanted to just do Instagram. And it was a hard thing for both of you. I know you were playing around with, we want to be involved in social media. We want to continue to interact and document and share what we love doing, but I know that was quite a struggle for you guys.
It was tough because, Brooke walks through the door at 5 o'clock at night, not wanting to do anything else other than YouTube. So the time we had together was very short. And so we were spending it every night on Instagram and YouTube. We had fun at first, but then it kind of slowly waned off as not being the as fun as it was before. And I think that's what I've done with YouTube. I've actually kind of switched around. I gotta have fun with what I'm doing, and if I'm not having fun, I'm not going to do it. And if I feel so strongly that I'm not, that that I want to come back into it, then I'll reevaluate it, which is kind of what I've done. I have seasonal affective disorder that actually hasn't been too bad this year. I started using a light and those big lights, and
I'm not familiar with this. Tell me.
they have UV lights, and they sit on a table and brighten up the room, so you're getting the sunlight. Your circadian clock is ticking, and dopamine levels go down. I can't remember, but you feel a lot better. So I did that I did that all winter. I have not seen seasonal affective disorder. Also, I took vitamin D, and that helped a lot. So
I just started taking vitamin D. So what do you take? Because mine prescribed now. I just took my last pill Saturday, which I need to get it refilled. She only gave me so many, and they were once a week. Is that how you're taking it?
I'm taking the stuff I get from Walmart.
Oh, okay. I went and got all the blood work done, and
oh yeah,
I was low on vitamin D and my thyroid, and she wanted to put me on the thyroid medication, but I'm one of these where I don't want to be on something.
Yeah.
I'm really scared to be on any kind of medication. I'm really weary about it. So I did a little bit more research and realized that if I were to start a thyroid supplement, I would be on it the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And that was a huge flag for me. So I found that iodine is beneficial.
Yep.
And I got on Amazon and ordered an iodine supplement. So I'm doing 6 drops a day under my tongue. And
that's what
I don't know if it's working yet. I've not seen any difference, but I didn't know I was lacking with thyroid levels anyway. But the vitamin D, she prescribed me a once a week tablet where it's just a little tab. And I put it on my calendar because I thought, oh my God, I'm never going to remember to take this once a week. So I just put it on my phone calendar, and I took the last one out of the bottle. I realized I was like, I think I've only did 4 weeks. I think I must have only gotten 4 in the prescription, which I thought was kind of odd. So this is something I'm trialing as well, but I've never heard of this light therapy.
The light therapy is great. I would ask your doctor about that, and you can find them on eBay. One of my doctors suggested it, and then
can it cause a burn like a tanning light? Or
nothing like not the same thing. But the what was I going to say? Well,
you found it.
Oh, I found it on eBay for like $35. Someone decided they didn't want it, and it was right there, so I bought it. It's worked for me. So it's. Okay,
I'm picturing something on a tripod like a ring light.
It's not anywhere where I can get. I saw. It's about. I can't measure it out. It's about a foot high, 12 inches high, by about 10 inches wide.
Okay.
And it would be a light that you could use for lighting a studio, but it's the same kind of lighting.
So you just sit by it.
Right.
Like
I put it on top of a record player we have in here, and just turned it on when I sat down to do whatever I was doing that day. But this year
it's like a 20-minute thing a day.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
Huh. And you did find that was beneficial.
I did, and because yeah.
Well, that's good. So you had a pretty good winter.
I did.
At least reduce the depression.
Yeah. But yeah, all we're doing now is trying to set our the first year after marriage, everything changes a little bit, but I'd say
get to know more about the person that you didn't realize.
Right. She's finding things about me that you didn't do, that she didn't know about, and I'm finding things about her that I don't know about. And we're also, what happens that second year is everybody stops being polite.
Yeah.
So there's no politeness anymore. No, there's lots of politeness. She gives me a lot of grace, and I give her a lot of grace, and we're fine. But
yeah, I know. It's I know exactly what you're talking about, because Chris will say things to me. We have a couple friend. Not that we need more, that we both like the husband and we both like the wife. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I mean, he has his friends, I have my friends, but it's important, I think, for couples to find a couple that you both enjoy being with.
Yep.
And we have one couple, of course, that we really, really enjoy being with, and we don't see them enough. But he talks so sweet and so nice when we're with John and Rita. And so when he, gets short with me or says something or looks at me funny, I always say, why don't you just pretend I'm Rita? Because I want to, I have to tell myself, that too. I mean, we're so short with the one we love the most, because we just forget that we don't have to be right anymore.
Right. And it's marriage is one of the biggest learning experiences of my life. And I just wish I'd have found Brooke sooner. That's all I was saying. I didn't know Brooke until 2 years ago. So
you may not have appreciated Brooke until now.
I might not have.
It wasn't the timing, right?
No, right. But yeah, it's our story is kind of fun too. But
it is.
We met in
these are great ideas for you to share when you're vlogging and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing that I love about Real Talk, and I love about interacting with someone. I don't consider myself a creator or content filmer. I really love and yearn for interaction. And that's why I started the Real Talk, because I found that it's okay that I don't need 1,000 subscribers. I needed 1,000 subscribers because of the rules, so that I could live stream with my phone. Like that's
all I want. That's all I wanted for.
And I mean, I would love that anyone who subscribed would come and want to stay and be there, but it was something that I had to tell myself. It needed to be okay if just one person was listening or one person got out of it,
Well, and this stuff is lives eternal at YouTube Studios, and every once in a while you'll be searching for something that it was kind of obscure. Like I needed to find out how to fix my furnace, so I typed in the furnace name and I typed what the problem was in, and a video from the year the furnace was made, and we're talking maybe 20 years. And there was a guy installing what I needed on YouTube, and I fixed my furnace.
Oh, I mean, YouTube is great for that. Oh, Dwayne, thank you for coming. Yeah, I mean, YouTube is fantastic. There was a perfect example. There is a YouTuber today that I was watching that has 470 something subscribers and thousands of views on one video. Mm-hmm. And the other videos have about 30 to 40 views. So she had a viral video. Mm-hmm. And it was probably 2 years ago when she did this viral video, but she's still putting up videos maybe once a month, once every 2 months. And she seems pretty okay with it. And I started commenting on her videos as of yesterday. I probably watched about 6 videos and never seen this girl. And I thought, I want to get to know her. She's very, very interesting,
Yeah.
And I don't think she's out here just looking to be a YouTuber or anything either. I mean, sometimes we all just need to connect, and we just all need some kind of interaction with someone,
Right.
And I think that's important, that if we do set out to be this big YouTube star, you might get burned out.
not everyone's going to be a big YouTuber. It's something that I've talked to a couple of people, and one couple that actually has gone on to be pretty popular, that was in our group at the very beginning, and they still are, I guess. But the trials they've gone to get to their 11,000, 12,000 subscribers, because you get noticed, and you get noticed by people who might not like you, and they say things, do things on Twitter and all this stuff, and that was part of this leading up into the point where I was just so disgusted with this whole thing. this fighting and went back and forth. But they're finding that the fame isn't always what you want. I'm very happy with being at a little under 1,000 subscribers, and still have friends to talk to. Like, I remember when I first got it, I used to comment to every reply. I still every comment to reply to every comment, and that's what I've seen people do when they're smaller. It seems as you get bigger, there's so many comments you can't even possibly reach them all. Yeah. And I
don't really respond to every comment. I'm not very good about that. I respond to every question.
Yeah, that's who I do.
I mean, I'm not saying that this is right or wrong. I'm just telling my own personal experience. But when I comment on a video, personally, I don't expect the YouTuber to reply to me. Mm-hmm. So I have the same perception that they probably don't need me to reply to them. So if I comment on a video I'm watching, I comment because I want to say something to that person.
Right.
And if it's just out of encouragement, it's like saying thank you to a thank you.
Right.
Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for thanking me for thanking you.
I was just encouraging you. You don't have to reply to me. But if I ask a question, if I want to know something more, or if someone's asking me a question, then I definitely think that a response is necessary.
Right.
But I don't think a comment is necessary. I don't think a response or a reply is necessary to every single comment. That's just how I see things.
Yeah.
Because I can imagine if I did get over 100 comments a day, that would really hurt. That would burn. I mean, if I get there, I will. But yeah, I don't know. I don't. That's just me.
Yeah, I just found it was nice, and it kept subscribers. If you interact with the people that interact with you, it's a base at which I find subscribers now. Since I'm not
it might have kept subscribers, but that I do think is what happens with sub for sub.
Oh, it sure does.
So I am subscribed to so many people that I don't think ever even watch my channel.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm commenting on their videos, but they're not coming and commenting on my videos. But that's not what I'm expecting. So if I'm commenting on them because I wanted to watch their video, I wanted to tell them what I got out of it, or I wanted to ask them something else more, But yeah, I have like a completely different group of people that I watch versus who I'm interacting with in my own comment section. But I don't really consider myself a content creator, YouTuber, marketer, networker, I don't.
All that kind of stuff has bored me throughout life.
But I'm asking you, Rick, because I know you said you've experienced YouTube burnout, because I think maybe, and there's other people that do, because maybe your expectations were so much higher than they should have been.
Oh, yeah.
It's different if you are expecting to be a YouTube star, and anyone else is watching this right now on this subject. If you have a goal to go out there and be YouTube famous and YouTube, want to be a YouTube star, then yes, it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take interacting, networking, different social medias. But I don't know. I've never really heard you say you wanted that. So that's why I want to encourage you more to just do the interaction, do what you love doing, continue to work on you.
Yeah. And I think that's why I'm doing it again. Yeah. Is because my perception changed from like, everyone's going to be big. We're all going to be 6 figures for everyone, if you know what I'm talking about. And 7 figures for everyone. But that was, everybody thought everyone was going to be big. And some people have gone on to do that, and other people have not. And,
but I really don't think everyone thought they were going to be big. I just think there was a lot of people hoping to be noticed. I never wanted 7 figures for everyone. I never supported that. But I am so happy with the handful of people that I've been able to continue to interact with, including you.
Exactly. That's where I'm coming from as well. I miss people, and it was cool commenting on their videos and watching and commenting. That's something I miss doing. I used to watch YouTube. I used to watch it. In the last year, I've started doing more watching And like the 30-year-old Grom is down here posted he just does it for the love of it.
Yeah.
And his vlogs are great. They're just they're a capture of his day, and it's great. His girlfriend's awesome. It's a really good set, really good videos.
Yeah, I know that 1,000 really did put a damper on a few things because like you don't have your community tab, which you need if you're wanting to be a YouTuber that interacts with their community.
Right.
You need that community tab. It is a shame. Have you ever considered buying the subscribers just to get that 1,000?
No.
No.
I want to do it quite honestly. I think I did enough of that buying, so to speak, by telling a lot of people that I would watch their channels, and now I have no intention of doing so. So I feel really awkward saying that because I went out and we were promising to watch each other's channels, and some of them don't fit in my lifestyle at all. And people who once did, who I enjoyed watching, are on a completely different level now, doing something completely different than they did just to get to their 1,000 subscribers. And that's okay. They could go out and do that, but I don't need to see it in my feed every day because I'm not interested.
Right. Alien says most of us just wanted to be monetized again.
So true.
Yeah. I mean, I have to disagree with that too because I don't care to be monetized.
Right.
So I can't, I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of YouTubers out there that are wanting to be monetized. Yes.
Right.
I can't say I'm one of them. Would I love it if I was? I don't know.
How I think about that is you have to kind of, to get that level, you have to concentrate so much time in networking to get 1,000. You do. And I just kind of want to do it organically. And if people watch my stuff, like my subscriber count goes between +2, +3, +2, +3, and it's like you never see. There's not any growth at all anymore, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be there. I mean,
hey Enzo, how are you?
Hey Enzo, what's up? Been a long time.
So Alien says you always are monetized, Miss Kathy. Yeah, I am monetized on my other channel, but it's dead now. I had to privatize everything, and those checks came in every 3-4 months. So my daughter wanted to be monetized and wanted to be a famous YouTuber, but she changed her mind.
Safe to say, I bet you're. What does she want to do now?
She's loving playing volleyball and just going to school right now. Yeah,
Awesome.
She has no desire to film or vlog or do any of that. She did earlier this summer, and I think maybe she might this summer again. But yeah, she's not wanting to work like a famous YouTuber would want to work.
I just look at the way some people set these vlogs up. I'm real simple. I'm not going to look for 40 different camera angles at which to watch me come down a hallway. Or climb stairs and then go back and go down the stairs.
To watch the ones that do that.
Oh yeah, it's work, man. I mean,
it's
Casey Neistat.
I think we appreciate their effort and their ways of
exactly.
filming. I mean, I love to appreciate that kind of thing. I tried to do it, and it is exhausting.
It's exhausting.
I did a video I don't know if you saw it, a couple months ago about am I a YouTube? Is it content creation or therapy or self-therapy or something like that?
I did see that.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it was just, I was like, I can't do double work. I wanted to take a bath. I wanted to show that a bath is good, but I didn't want to film the angle of my water running, my foot getting in or out of the bathtub, or me drying off with a towel in a way that it looked presentable and appropriate, and the lighting was good, and it was just like, oh my gosh, just get out of the tub and dry off and just talk to the camera because this is way too much work.
Casey Neistat is one of those guys who does everything like that. And he actually has hired people to follow him around to take shots of him so that he doesn't have to recite himself. He's got a whole plan of what they're going to do.
Yeah, that would be great. I know. I would love for somebody to follow me around.
Film me.
Camera.
Yeah, as long as I could edit it.
There you go. Oh, fun. And I know Enzo's here right now, and I was telling Enzo how I had a bit of jealousy of the love that he shows for his wife, because he shows her so beautifully, and he follows her around with the camera, and he does. He has the right lighting and the right editing and then the right angles, and I was like, wow, that's really cool, because he does that with 8.
That's good. We were a long time ago. I was on a panel with Enzo, and I'm trying to think of who was on there. Denise, Enzo. Who else was on there?
Denise Fiora. I
Yeah.
her.
I see her on Instagram every once in a while.
She is on Instagram every once in a while. I follow her there as well. But yeah, she was fun.
Yeah, and there were so many people who, I think it was kind of people did it more for fun, but then there was this push to be monetized, and people burned themselves out. And I think that played a lot in it. YouTube kind of set people up for this extension of themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wanted the 1,000 subscribers, and I felt in a way that I did pay for them, because I did do the networking, I did do the shouting.
Oh
out,
yeah.
I did do the, I'll donate and super chat you, come and be with my channel. And, I got my 1,000 pretty quickly. I worked every single day for probably 3 hours a day on YouTube networking. And that's how I got my 1,000. Yeah. But I don't want to keep doing that. I don't want to keep doing that to get the next, whatever it is, the 5,000. Because I knew what I wanted, and I went out and got it, and now I'm happy with it.
Now I understand what you're saying about buying.
Buying. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I did it because I needed to be able to use my phone, and I wanted to have my community tab.
Yeah.
I thought, well, if YouTube's going to make me do this, okay, fine. That's what I got to do. Then
that's true.
Shame here.
We're
because I guarantee you, those ones that came over to help me with that, they ain't here watching my videos right now anyway.
We're actually we're trying to decide whether we're coming to St. Louis or not in the next 2 months.
That would be great.
For Brooke's birthday again. Oh yeah, probably the same. I
don't think, did we see each other? We ended up not being able to see each other the second one.
Not the second one. We didn't even go. We didn't go because I just had my surgery.
I met you the first year, and then you guys were gonna come, and then
I had my surgery. Oh no, it was right before my surgery, and I had a lot to do.
Yeah.
So, but we're planning on coming to. I love St. Louis. I would mind living in St. Louis, but parts of St. Louis.
I know you are a big Cardinal fan.
I am, and that I can't wait to see a game. I want to go on her birthday because they're playing the Dodgers.
Oh, they are.
Yeah. So.
Enzo says at the time that we were doing all of our networking together, he was rooting for everyone. It was a nice group of people, but for him personally, he did it for the passion of being creative. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, because Enzo, you love film, you love videography, and I mean that's fantastic, and he's good at it.
Yeah.
Very, very good at it.
Yeah.
With Alien.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I haven't seen his new song.
Very talented musician, very talented creator, and that's why TJ knows. I mean, we talk every day.
Yeah.
So
hey Alien.
I really wish he could get recognized.
He says he's got to go, but goodbye. Thank you for coming by, Alien. We appreciate it. Thank you for everyone who stopped by today. It's been amazing.
Yep. Thanks for being here. Rob is here. Hi, Rob.
Hey.
Rob and I need to have a real talk. I actually want to have a real talk with Mom Joyce. She fascinates me. She's an amazing woman. So we got to get that set up eventually. I know she was sick, and we talked about it over the winter break, but I let that one slide. So I'm going to hunt her down.
Rob has convinced me I need to buy a player piano.
Oh yeah, really?
Not anytime soon, but yeah, I got other things to pay for. But yeah, his player piano is amazing. I don't even know how the thing works. I just know it plays incredible music, and I'd love to have piano in my house.
You know, you and Rob and Alien ought to collab. You could play your box, Rob could play the piano, and Alien could sing and write a song.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. We'd have a viral video.
There you go. You should consider that.
You should.
You said you were going to start playing again.
Yeah, I have been. I just that's not a bad idea. It's a good idea. It's getting everyone on the same page. I think that's in the same.
Well, and it's good.
Nothing for Remy. Nothing for Remy. No, Remy has a new song too, I believe. Coronavirus. Yeah, nah.
Viral. Speaking of coronavirus, you know what I watched right before we came on here?
What?
There's a politician. It was on Twitter. Who's the politician named Mike right now? I'm not into politics.
I don't know. So that's how much into politics I am right now.
No, come on. You know, you're into politics.
Yeah.
I know. Here it is. What's his name? Mike Bloomberg?
Oh, Michael Bloomberg. Oh, yeah, that fool.
Yeah. Did you see this? How to spread coronavirus. It shows him. It shows him picking at the food, taking the crust out of the box, putting it back in the box, licking his fingers. Like, oh, that was bad. That was really bad. But then I'm probably going to get copyrighted for showing that.
I couldn't read it, so it's got to be okay.
Oh, it said how to spread the coronavirus.
He spends a lot of money on those videos, so
I know. I think it was hurting him. I think it was making fun of him.
Oh,
yeah, it was him at a politician lunch digging in a pizza box, and he was not being very healthy about it.
Poor Michael. No, I won't talk about politics.
Yeah,
but
okay. I don't really have much to say. I'm not a big politician.
No, I am. We were at a low risk for this coronavirus, and until we've got community spreading in our areas, I'm not going to worry too much about it.
Yeah,
I live
We've got influenza B. It's in my house. Jesse's got it.
That's not good.
Tested positive yesterday.
Well, pray for her.
Yeah, I'm praying for you. You've been sick.
Oh, hey.
Have you been to the doctor this time around? I know you said you just got over something, and now you're.
Not this time. Well, I'll tell you what happened last time. This is a funny story.
Okay.
I take a bunch of pills at night when I go to sleep. It helps me sleep and all kinds of other stuff. And Brooke has been putting them in another pill bottle and setting them on the ledge of our window here. So I walk up and I take them and chuck them down with water, not even looking at them ever. And so one time she had switched the pill bottle. And so I went up there and grabbed what was my first dose, gave me my first dose of what was supposed to be the vitamins and stuff.
Bye, Enzo.
Bye, Enzo.
Why did she switch it?
Because she wasn't thinking. Just a simple thing. Well, she switched it with Levaquin. And I...
what is Levaquin?
Levaquin's a high, really potent antibiotic.
Oh, okay.
And so I grabbed the thing, put it in my mouth, and
this is not sounding like a funny story, Rick. I'm hoping it's
it gets better. So I slammed down the thing and I drank them. Then I looked at the bottle and said, "Oh my gosh, I just drank a whole bottle of Levaquin." So let's go to the hospital. You gotta go. And that's what her friends are. We called her friend who's a nurse. Says, "Yeah, he needs to have a stomach pump." So she take him in there, going crazy. And so we're driving there, and she was speeding. So guess what happens? We get pulled over. And the police officer wants everybody's ID, and he's all right, well, so how are you doing? Or what are you guys up to tonight? Or how are you? And she says, we're fine. I said, we are not fine. I just swallowed a whole bottle of antibiotics. And he's all right. He's let me have your IDs and I'll let you go. Sure enough, we go there, we're there in 10 minutes. But I didn't have to have my stomach pumped. I didn't have to do that done. It actually cured what I had, because they said it's kind of like taking an IV antibiotic all at once.
When did you get to the point where you knew it wasn't what you thought you had?
Oh, right away, because I looked at the bottle and there was a label on it, and the bottle of the pills that she usually put out was didn't have a label on it.
You already got there and you'd already admitted, and you went in there in the ER saying, "I just took a whole bunch of stuff."
Yeah,
you got to give me more details.
Oh.
In here. So the cop pulls you over. He lets you go. You pull in the emergency room. You go in the emergency room.
Oh yeah.
Panic mode.
Still in panic mode, and they tell me, we're not going to do anything for you. We're just going to observe you for a few hours. And of course, nothing happens. My stomach was a little upset because it was antibiotics. And
so you literally were there for a couple hours, just waiting for something to maybe happen.
Right. We were actually there until like. What?
I'm just imagining this. That's awful.
Freaking out. Once I found out I wasn't going to die, I was okay. Okay, let this happen.
I know, but 2 hours in the ER?
More than that.
Oh.
More than that.
So you're realizing that nothing's really happening. Brooke's sitting bedside. You're sitting there or laying there in the bed. And when did the moment hit you? What happened? You gotta keep telling me the story, because when
it hit me that I had taken all the antibiotics.
Yes.
That happened immediately in front of the sink where I took them.
No. I mean, when you realized when you realized you didn't take what you thought you took, because you didn't take the right thing, right?
Yeah, I had not taken. I took the Levaquin, but not the other pills. I just took those when I got home. But
you did take the Levaquin.
I did take all the Levaquin.
How many?
10.
And what did you think you were taking 10 of?
Vitamins, various pills that I take at night, cholesterol pill, all kinds of different stuff.
So you literally didn't even look. You just it was always just on the countertop. Okay. You didn't see 10 of the exact same thing.
No, I just went, wait a minute, that's not.
Oh my gosh, Rick.
Yeah, I know. We have switched to pill boxes.
What did you learn from this?
Never put pills back into a pill bottle.
How about put the pills in your hand instead of taking them into the bottle?
Sure.
Like put them in your hand first and see
that's
the variety of pills that I usually take.
That's usually what I do now. They're in a pill box, and then I pop them out and dump them in my hand, sort them out. I've actually started taking less at one time. So.
Oh my god! I'm pretty impressed that you can actually swallow 10 pills at the same time. Oh my goodness! Oh well, I am really glad you're okay. But I can imagine the not so nice conversations between two married couples having to go through something like that.
She was so sorry. She was like, "I'm so sorry, I killed my husband."
Oh my god!
She was sure that she had killed her husband.
Oh,
I felt so bad for her. It's okay. We'll be all right. Calming her down so she wouldn't kill us on the way to Pella.
Oh my gosh! So this stuff is YouTube stuff. You could have filmed that whole thing. You could have live streamed that whole thing.
If I really wanted to.
Yes, you could. I know I say that about myself too. Man, if somebody was really following me around with a reality TV cam, that would be fun.
Yeah. Well, Kathy, I planned about an hour for this.
Well, Rick, and I am actually surprised that we lasted that long. I didn't think we would.
Minute 4 seconds. Let's quickly end this.
I'm really, really happy that we got to connect again and we got to catch up. And hopefully I encouraged you, but you did encourage me. You have an amazing life story and you continue to lead it and you're a go-getter. and you never quit.
No.
Even though you think you did, you just took a break that was necessary.
Right.
And I'm glad you're back, and I'm glad you're happy, and life is good.
Thank you very much, Kathy.
Thank you for being on my show, Rick. And thank you for everyone who's been in the chat. Love you guys. Take care.